Once upon a time, in a little cottage nestled deep in the woods, lived a mother goat and her little goats. They led a happy life, frolicking in the sunshine and enjoying the bounties of nature. The little goats were adorable, and they all looked like toys. Their mother, like all mothers, loved them very much and protected them from all the wild animals in the forest. One day, before she left the house to find food in the forest, the mother goat called her little goats next to her and said, "My dear children, I am going into the forest. Do not open the door for anyone. If the wolf comes into the house, he will eat all of us alive. He's very shifty, and he will disguise himself in different shapes and try to fool you. So, how will we recognize him? The wolf has a rough voice, and I have a soft and sweet voice, so you can recognize him from his low and rough voice right away. Moreover, the wolf's feet are black, and mine are white, so you can also recognize him from his feet." "Don't worry, Mother. We can protect ourselves. You can count on us," the little goats replied confidently. Mother Goat kissed her little goats one by one and headed into the woods. The wolf was watching them from afar. When he saw Mother Goat leaving, he waited a while and then came in front of the cottage and knocked on the door. "Who is it, little goats? Open the door. Your mother is here. I brought nice food for you all." But the little goats recognized the wolf's rough voice right away. Without opening the door, they yelled out, "You're not our mother. Her voice is sweet and more beautiful. You're the wolf. You can't fool us." The wolf got furious because he could not fool the little goats. So he went to the shop, bought a big piece of chalk, and ate it. Now his voice sounded much softer, so he went back to the cottage and knocked on the door again. This time, the wolf started to talk in his soft voice. "My little goats, open the door. It's your mother. I brought food from the forest for all of you." Hearing the wolf's soft voice, the little goats thought that it was really their mother this time. Just when they were about to open the door, one of them shouted, "Wait! Wait! Look at the feet from underneath the door." Of course, when the little goats looked from underneath the door, they saw the wolf's black feet. So they yelled again without opening the door, "We will not open the door for you. Your feet are not white. They're black. You're the wolf." As furious as he was, the wolf left. This time, he went to the bakery. When the baker saw the wolf in front of him, he was very surprised. "I'm a vegetarian now, so I will eat pastry from now on. Could you please give me some flour?" The wolf came out of the bakery with a little sack of flour. When he got near the cottage, he opened the sack and poured all the flour on his body. Now he looked like a white goat, just like Mother Goat. He went back to the cottage and knocked on the door once again. This time, the little goats thought it was their mother. They opened the door, and the wolf rushed in, ready to eat them all alive. But the little goats were smarter than the wolf thought. They quickly ran up the stairs, jumped out the window, and landed safely on the ground. The wolf tried to follow them, but he was too big to fit through the window. So he gave the little goats huddled together in fear as the wolf laughed outside their door. They knew they had to come up with a plan quickly to outsmart the cunning creature. After a few moments of silence, the eldest of the little goats stepped forward and whispered an idea to the others. They all nodded in agreement and quickly got to work. The wolf, still chuckling to himself, heard a loud banging noise coming from the roof of the cottage. He looked up and saw the little goats had climbed and were banging pots and pans together. "What are you doing up there?" the wolf yelled up at them. "We're having a dance party," one of the little goats shouted back. The wolf was confused. "A dance party?" he asked. "Yes," the eldest goat yelled down, "and we want you to come up and join us." The wolf's eyes lit up at the thought of all the little goats at once. He quickly climbed to the roof and started dancing with the goats. As they danced, the eldest goat whispered to the others to start pushing the wolf towards the edge of the roof. They did as they were told, and before the wolf knew what was happening, he was pushed off the roof and fell into a nearby pond. The little goats cheered as they watched the wolf swim to the shore, defeated. From that day on, the wolf never bothered the little goats again. When the mother goat returned from the forest, the little goats excitedly told her all about their adventure with the wolf. She was amazed at how brave and clever they had been, and she knew that they had learned an important lesson about standing up for themselves and working together to overcome their fears. The little goats lived happily ever after, playing in the sunshine and enjoying the bounties of nature with their mother. They were no longer afraid of the wolf, knowing that they could outsmart him if he ever came back. And the wolf, well, he learned a valuable lesson too, that sometimes the smallest and weakest creatures can be the most cunning and brave. From then on, he decided to stick to eating fruits and vegetables instead of trying to hunt down innocent little goats. And so, peace and harmony returned to the deep woods where the little cottage nestled, and all the creatures, big and small, lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos like this from this channel. We love you.